A quick gut check for you. Are you starting the year self-oriented or buyer-oriented? One way will win out over time, according to Mahan Khasla and Randy Illig in their book, Let's Get Real or Let's Not Play. Welcome to the Bite Size Sales Podcast, where we believe that sales is the most important team in a B2B company, that the sales team deserves great sales training delivered online because it sucks spending days out of the field or off the phones, and we believe that taking bite-sized steps each day to get better at your craft is the best way to improve your results. I am your host, Andrew Mahan, and I'm using my 20 plus years in B2B sales to bring you simple, actionable ideas that you can use every day to help you get better. Before we get to the topic for today, this episode is sponsored by Sales Bluebird. Most of us don't have time to keep up with all the latest ideas and all the blogs, podcasts, and news articles every week. Sales Bluebird curates content from all these sources and gives you 3 mindset tips, 3 sales skills tips, and 3 sales leadership tips once a week in your email inbox for free. Sign up right now at salesbluebird.com. Welcome to episode 52 of the podcast. And this week's episode is all about mindset and how we approach going after our work in sales, whether we're thinking about ourselves or thinking about our prospects first. And it's kind of weird, right? Because if you look all around you and hear all around you, inside a company, inside a sales team, most of what you're going to hear is all self-oriented things, right? It's going to be, we want to sell this product over that product, right? We're going to set the comp plan to make it more rich for you to sell something that's harder or something that's new. And we want to devalue the sales of this product over here, right? They also want us to add things onto deals. So grow deals by adding in these services and adding this module and throwing this in and things like that. And then, we look at the months or the quarter, right? It's get this done by the end of the month, get it done by the end of the quarter. And these are all things that are all about us being successful and not really about the prospect or the customer being successful. And it's so easy to get caught up in this. And, maybe even in the short term, it gives us a bit of focus to hit some deadlines or get things done in a certain way. But in the book that Randy Illig and Mahan Khasla write about Let's Get Real or Let's Not Play, they actually talk about how this is actually going to hinder us over time as opposed to help us. So let me read directly from the book. When people feel they are being manipulated or led to your conclusion rather than to their own, they will often move aggressively in the opposite direction. This behavior is called reactance, or polarity response. The irony with reactance is that the harder you try to sell people, the less likely it is to happen. People feel their choice is being restricted and they become highly motivated to subvert the limitation. It's an emotional response. When trust is compromised, information flow is severely curtailed and you are far less likely to craft a solution they feel meets their needs. Conversely, when clients perceive that your intent is to help them succeed, they are more likely to share their beliefs about what that success is. The better you understand what the client wants and needs, the better the choices you can bring to the table. It's in your own best interest to focus on the interest of the client first. Some part of us understands this dynamic, yet we often feel pressured to meet our personal and organizational revenue goals. Our intent becomes meet the goals, make the sale. Perversely, the harder we try, the worse we do. When we lose sight of helping our clients succeed and instead focus on our own success, clients perceive the difference negatively. Please remember, the more important it is to meet your numbers, the more important it is to stop concentrating on your numbers and start concentrating on the client's numbers. We are more successful when we concentrate on the success of others rather than on our own. This is not a platitude. It is something the authors know from experience. We have sold to survive, we have sold out of ego, and we have helped clients succeed. We know the difference in our hearts, minds, and guts. Helping clients succeed not only feels better, it is tremendously more effective. Helping clients succeed is not an attempt to be nice. It is not philanthropic or selfless. It is a powerful, if paradoxical, means of getting what we want. So I hope you can take that on board and think it through, and then challenge yourself to say, how am I entering this year from a mindset standpoint? When we're doing our planning and going through all the things that we want to achieve this year, the danger is that we keep acting in front of our prospects and clients all about what we want to achieve and not reverting back or starting to think about what they want to have happen for them to be able to be successful. So despite everything around you, all the things that are going to drag you away from it, challenge yourself to not be self-orientated, but to become buyer-oriented. If you like this episode, the single most useful thing you could do to support this podcast is share it with your sales network. It'll probably take you less than 20 seconds. All you need to do is click the share icon in your app right now and share it wide and far. It will mean the world to me, and it could make a difference to those you share it with. Also, I need your suggestions, please. If you have a topic you want me to cover or just want to get in touch, simply email me at upside@unstoppable.do. That's upside@unstoppable.do. And now to wrap up. Training without implementation is just entertainment, and pretty poor entertainment when I deliver it. So make sure you take action on what you learned today and keep getting it better and better each and every day. Also, this world does not need more sales BS, so please don't create any more. Be great at the fundamentals, be honest, be real, be yourself, just do not BS. And finally, I'm signing off as the great Joe Sexton would by saying, gone to sell.